I'm ready, baby! Hit it! Get up! Yeah, man, get up! Hit it!
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Like scary movies, your favorite scary movie.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chris Watch for Me Party. I'm Chris.
I'm Shell.
And welcome to our second movie of the night, which is the makeup stream of The Black Phone. Michelle, are you excited to watch this?
I hope it, yes, because I'm hoping I like it better the second time.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I've only watched it the once, and we'll see how we go this time. I didn't mind it, but I think people liked it a lot more than I did.
I agree. I think it had such amazing potential, and they just didn't deliver. I think Ethan Hawke was underused. I mean, he was magnificent because that's just what he is, but I just expected better.
Yeah. And
the second one does look better. Of course, this looked amazing in the trailer too.
I'm still kind of hearing the same thing about the second one. If you really like this one, you will like the second one. If you only liked it a little bit, it'll be about the same. That's what I'm hearing from people.
Well, great. I might even go see it in the theater.
Yeah, I want to go see it in the theater, but then I'm like, I wasn't a big fan of the first one, so I'm like,
right?
Do I just wait?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
all right.
a good logic too.
Yeah. All right, I can see a few people have just joined us. If you've missed the last stream, we have a link set up here in the chat. If you click on that with a second device, you'll be able to watch the film along with us. It'll ask for a camera and a microphone. Just disable that, and you should see the film after that. So let's get started with it. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, so who was that character you were thinking of?
Oh, there's actually two. The guy that looks like a pumpkin, but it's a burlap bag.
Okay, that's Sam from Trick or Treat.
Okay, and the guy who kind of looks like Snape from Harry Potter, white face, blacked out eyes, and greasy black hair.
That was the killer from House of Wax.
Oh, all right. And then there was a girl that she was obviously a kill. She was like the thing went up through her mouth and her eyeball was all wonky.
Yeah, that is actually. Oh, she's not actually dead. She's licking a knife. She's one of the demons from Evil Dead 2013.
All right. She certainly looks dead.
Yeah, well, technically she is dead. She's just possessed. Or she's possessed by something, which is actually that picture there behind me, but obviously you can't see it because John Carver's in the way.
Oh, all right.
But you'll see it when all the Halloween stuff gets
Speaking of John Carver, anything on Thanksgiving too?
No, it still says pre-production.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it was a rage movie for a few months, and now all of a sudden it's gone quiet.
Well, I don't see any reason that Patrick Dempsey couldn't have been in it then. It was definitely money. I was watching Transformers. I needed something on in the background I didn't need to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So I had my favorite, number 3 on, Dark of the Moon. And that's the one Dempsey's in.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, I wish he was going to be in Scream 7. It would be... And I'm sure Joel McHale will be fine, and hopefully he'll get dead because it's him. But it would be so much better, just even franchise-wise, if he
they
was in
followed
it,
that
you know, to
through.
continue the actual correct character, because we all know she's married to Mark Kincaid.
Yeah.
Thing in Searching movies.
Oh, is that him, is it?
Missing has John Cho in it.
Yeah.
I like those a lot. Yeah, it's never a good time. I get the heebies as an adult when I'm driving along and I see one of those panel vans with no windows.
Yeah. That's what Emma's friend makes fun of in my car. That's what she says my car is.
Yours is white though, right?
Yeah.
Penelope.
And then Emma tells me that she says that, and I was like, well, I don't even like kids, so why the hell would I want to drag one into the bloody van for?
Oh, there's those old station wagons Henry was looking for before.
Yes. The Vista, was it Vista Cruisers?
Vista Cruiser. That was,
I only
it was almost like it was its own character in that 70s show, the Vista Cruiser.
That's the only reason why I remember it, because of that 70 show.
They were so big. Oh my God, they were big. I mean, you could fit like 15 people comfortably in them. I agree. Stop slurping, you freak. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Be quiet while you eat.
What year was this? The black phone?
What, 4 years ago?
2021. Yeah.
Ah, I was spot on.
Because the boy in this, he reminds me of the kid like we watched last night. He's like really young in this, but he actually looks like a bit more of a grown up in the new one.
Yeah, well, he would have had a big ass growth spurt too then in 3 years.
Which one did you like better, Missing or Searching? I like the one. I like the
I
one
think
with
I
John
liked
Cho.
that was
Searching.
Missing, right? That was Missing. That was Searching. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to like that one better because it was. I mean, honestly, I think that's a 10. But Searching just had that extra twist at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the father, and they were in hiding, and it had. I don't know. I think that gave it that extra half to make it a 10.5. But I think they're both excellent.
She's got a mouth on her.
She does. She's sassy.
If you've just joined us, you'll see a link in the YouTube chat. Click on that with a second device and you'll be able to watch this film along with us. It'll ask for a camera and a microphone. Just disable it and you should see the film after that. Thanks for being here. Who's the dad in this? Because his face looks familiar. Jeremy Davies.
I can see him in something else. Let's look.
Oh, Twister?
Uh-huh. He was the guy in Twister that... Oh, is he from Armageddon too?
I
think he's the guy in Armageddon that never talks.
It's not coming up. He's in a movie though that Haley's told me to watch before.
What's that?
Dark Harvest.
I've never heard of it. He's not the guy from Armageddon then. Oh, he was in Lost.
Oh, Lost.
That'll do it. Two episodes of Hannibal. I don't remember that.
Who are these little bastards? They're the little shits in the school, Henry.
Henry, you missed the old station wagon you were talking about before.
The Vista
I'm sure
Cruiser.
you'll see it again. They had a Vista in this.
This is probably what school's like these days. Little shits. I think they're little hard little bastards.
Yep. With all the good parts edited out, just like The Exorcist was on TV.
Yeah. I was
Can't
watching
even
The Exorcist.
smoke in the bathroom.
It was edited for TV and all the good stuff was cut out.
I remember in elementary school walking past the bathroom and it stunk. And I knew what it smelled like. Obviously, I didn't smoke. I've never smoked. But I knew what it smelled like because my entire family smokes.
Yeah.
So, and I left that school in 6th grade. So that was 6th grade kids smoking in the bathroom.
Now in schools, they just vape. Well, not so
Fuckers.
much here now. I said in schools now, they just bloody vape, but not so much here now because they fucking banned them.
Yeah. I find it weird when I see someone actually smoking.
Yeah.
Because 90%, 99% of the population vapes. I don't do that either. I don't think I could inhale if my life depended on it. It's a fun hobby. No, I'm sure he doesn't understand. My mom died of lung cancer, so I've never smoked and I never will.
When you inhale vape smoke, it's more like if you're
Like vapor,
inhaling,
right?
yeah, and it's more like it where you're inhaling like sort of like when you're smoking weed out of a pipe. It's more of a warm sort of burn than a harsh.
I have healthy
Like that.
smoker lungs. That's an oxymoron. No such thing.
I still remember the old
Oh my
smoke
God.
ads they used to have on TV, and they were like black fucking sponges, and they'll just squeeze them.
When I was the HR director at a bank, we used to organize a health fair every year, and they always brought in the lungs.
Yeah.
You know, my healthy. Well, I don't know. Mine probably aren't very healthy either, considering I lived with secondhand smoke my whole life. But they had the healthy pink one, and then the smoker's lung. It was gnarly.
Yeah.
Sam used to smoke, and then she got the flu. We came home from Gettysburg. She was sick as a dog for 2 weeks. She couldn't breathe well enough to inhale, so she ended up quitting, which I was super excited about. Whenever we'd go on trips, she'd always say, well, Chauncey has to pee, so we have to pull over. That's not why we had to pull over.
Yeah.
And now that she doesn't smoke, we don't stop as much because the dog never has to pee. But her husband smoked, and they were best friends with my mom, so they all smoked. It was a party. She's got brass ones. Yeah, I'd beat the shit out of this guy. My donor dad was a spanker. He was also a dick. Find some frozen peas, bitch. At least he's being healthy. He's getting his vitamin C. How's that girl sitting down?
This movie already feels like it's gone quicker than The Exorcist.
Yeah, it has all that story, you know?
There were some old school fire trucks. We used to just prank call people. That was fun.
Yeah, I've done that. I ding dong ditched a couple times too.
That young girl, she reminds me of the girl from Shifting Gears. Like the daughter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's got a smart mouth too.
She does. Used to be friends with people that used to go gnoming as well. Pinch gnomes out of people's front yards. Sorry, Daddy. Fuck you, Daddy.
Yeah, that's about it. I'll beat you, Daddy. You're a dick, Daddy. Let's cut open a frog.
Never done that.
Oh, I've done it.
I think we had that conversation when we did 10 Things I
I
Hate
think
About
so
You.
too.
IDK, welcome to the movie room. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for joining us. Feel free to talk to us in the chat.
Doesn't even sound like Ethan Hawke in this movie.
No, it doesn't. I'll still love him in Taking Lives.
Yeah.
Henry, have you seen Taking Lives?
I reckon he might have, because I reckon that's when we met Henry. Because we're on a bit of Angelina Jolie thing. Might watch that again soon.
Love it. Watch it maybe once a year.
I'll turn it on just for that sex scene.
It is hot. You are not wrong.
It's like an old school toilet. Normally the box on the
It's
back ain't
strange.
that big anymore.
How does that kid even know what a rotary phone is? Well, he doesn't. He doesn't try to dial it, but
That's one of the jokes in Clown in the Cornfield. They're trying to call for help and they don't know how to use the rotary phone. Yeah, I've still got a landline phone at home.
yeah, we don't. I mean, I don't. The girls and I don't. It's too expensive. It's like $55 a month, which is crazy to me.
Well, here they do it like as a package, so like an internet and phone package.
You can do that too, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want cable, and
I just pinch my
my
parents.
internet is 100 something. My internet it's
Yeah.
right around 100, like $110 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's what ours is, about 110.
But still, the phone on top of that would still be like $40,
Yeah.
which is not something I'm interested in.
Yeah, 110, Henry. That's one of our cheap bills.
I get 2 gig, Henry. And we're in podunk nowhere. So it's really the only, like, we don't have Comcast or Xfinity or whatever the hell it is now. The company we have is really big, but we're still pretty rural. So we only have the one option, or Frontier, and I'd cut my own arm off before I use them again.
Yeah.
That's what they have on the mountain when I stay there, Chris. When I watch Brady.
Yeah. The gas bill that I paid a couple of weeks ago, that was $520 just for 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
And we're one of the cheap ones. We know people that have like $1,000 bloody power bills and that type of stuff for 3 months.
My electric's about $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
100-ish. Like it's always over 100, but it's not like a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I use oil, so I have to pay to have it delivered.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's about $1,500 a year, I guess. I don't use a lot. I keep the back of the house on 62 and I keep the front of the house on 60 if I'm out there. Normally it's off.
I forgot to see how long this movie went for.
I'd say not much over an hour and a half.
An hour and 43 before credits. I was thinking an hour and a half too. I did always like this part with the phone calls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That phone is driving my cats mad. Do they not like when the phone rings, Henry? Oi. Bruce.
Bruce.
You know what I've been craving lately? That Cheetos Buddy mac and cheese.
I actually had it. I didn't think it was all that great.
You didn't like it?
I like Kraft. No, I like Kraft better. But I have another box, so I'm going to give it a go. I was thinking about it the other day, but I thought the milk and the butter and the cheese on my stomach would probably be a bad thing.
Buy the get the ones in the bowl because you only use the water.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I have the box, but I just thought mixing all that with my stomach would be.
Yeah. Because I found the ones in the cup. I found the one in the cup tasted better than the box one. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Usually the cup tastes worse. I'll see how I feel when I get home from the yarn store.
You just got the normal one, the orange box?
The purple box. The orange box is the spicy one.
That's the red box.
Purple boxes.
Purple box.
No, my box is purple. My box is purple. It's just regular.
That's the cheese. And then there was an orange box, which is the other normal, and then the flaming hot one was the red one.
Yeah, I did. Obviously, I wouldn't try that one.
It's not that hot, actually.
Everybody who says that to me lies. Yikes.
That's why I was hoping you did spicy food, because then we could have done the spicy noodle challenge.
Oh. No. I would be out in like a smell. I smell people walk by, like when we're at trivia, I'll be hosting. I have to mute the mic and let the wings walk by because the hot just affects my nose so much that I'm like,
I'm the other
halfway.
Bruce.
That's a good jump scare. I didn't jump, but it's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's that movie I'm thinking of? When I did Burn Bright, I jumped in that at one point.
I like a good jump scare. Penelope.
Yeah, the Burn Bright scene where I jumped is where he attacks that woman in the diner. It's in the trailer,
Uh-huh.
and he just jumps at her.
The crazy kid on the phone just told you not to go upstairs. Would you go?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
It's all too weird. Of course, it could be the guy upstairs screwing with you. You know, you don't know. Yikes. Nice if he gave you a fork. I know why he doesn't, but a fork would be nice. A spoon.
A spork.
I have those. They're good for like soup with steak and potatoes in it.
Yeah. I haven't seen a spork in a long time.
I found 4 that match my silverware.
Spork.
You ever paperboy, Chris?
No. My friend was.
Yeah, I had friends that did it too. Ever faithful golden retriever by his side.
Yes.
Why didn't the golden eat the guy is what I'm curious about. Here she comes. Maybe after she stretches. Hi.
Hi.
Chris is getting sleepy. I can't stop yawning either. Smart kid. The smart kid. Made myself coffee for this round.
Yes.
Tastes funny. Tastes funny.
Why does it taste funny?
I don't know. Maybe the creamer. I haven't had it since I haven't felt well, and I bought it when I first got home.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even opened when I put it in my coffee today, but I imagine it's been 2 weeks since I bought it. And something told me as I'm pouring it, check the date, and I thought, how bad can it be?
Yeah.
It has to be that. Oh. Like 70s furniture. Penelope, lay down.
Radio Shack 70 sideburns.
For sure. See, like the stuff really hasn't changed. Like we have all the same stuff, couches and tables, fireplaces, pokers, all that sort of stuff. But the design of everything has changed. It's interesting that we still have the same stuff. I can't think of anything that I have in my house now. I mean, other than the electronic stuff that I didn't have in my house when I was a kid.
Yeah. But it looks nicer these days, but the build quality is shit.
You're right. I have a dresser we got from somebody years ago, and yeah, I brought it here when I moved out, and it weighs a friggin' ton. I'm trying to whip it around my bedroom the other day by myself. And then I start moving the other one that was my dad's. They're both tall, like 5 or 6 drawers. And that one, and my parents didn't buy crap. So it was expensive and it was good, but it wasn't the level of good that old one that we got from somebody else was. Because that thing was solid wood. This one was good hollow wood, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I could whip that one around, no problem. The transporter is really cool because, you know, sometimes I just don't want to go anywhere. And I would rather just, like my order that I'm picking up today, I pre-bought it. So all I have to do is walk in the store, hook a right, pick my bag, and leave. Because I hate shopping. I absolutely hate shopping. But I don't want to do that. If I could transport to the front, even the parking lot of Michael's, and get my bag in like 3 seconds and then come home, it would be amazing. Then I basically only leave the house to go to Sam's to watch football with her and the dog and to host trivia. That'd be it. You're very right. It is.
I don't mind doing a bit of shopping if I'm doing it by myself.
I hate shopping. Absolutely hate it.
Yeah, but when I do it, though, I'll get in there and get what I want and then piss off. Where Emma likes to look at everything.
I do Walmart and Aldi pick up a lot.
Yeah. Walmart.
And they'll deliver it sometimes. When I was sick the other day, I ordered $80 worth of medicine and juice and crackers and stuff. And they delivered it. And I had to show my driver's license because I ordered NyQuil. So I went out and the guy's like, will you sign here? And I'm like, I really, really don't think you want me touching that.
Yeah.
So he took my driver's license, scanned it, and left. And I went in the bedroom and took a bunch of drugs. It was great. I agree. Walmart's a little tough. I get a lot of stuff at Aldi, but the problem is their stock changes. So you can't always rely on getting the same thing every time. But I don't mind shopping at Aldi. Because I run in, I know where basically everything is, and I get it and I'm done. That and Dollar Tree. I do like Dollar Tree quite a bit.
I've never been to an Aldi in America.
It's a nice little grocery store.
We got them
Apparently,
here.
there's there's level of Aldi. There's like the normal Aldi that, you know, I shop in. And then apparently there's another one, like Super Aldi.
Yeah.
And we are allegedly, if rumor is true, getting one about 20 minutes or close to where I host trivia. So about 25 minutes from me. Well, I will let you know if it actually happens, Henry. It's a rumor now. I don't know. It's supposed to be an upscale shopping plaza for the hoity-toities that live in Dallas.
Wow.
Sam would be thrilled if they had an Aldi in Dallas. Yeah, I'm cheap. There's only a couple things like I absolutely have to have name brands for. Peanut butter. If I'm going to eat peanut butter, it has to be Jif. Coffee has to be Folgers. Oatmeal has to be Quaker. I've tried the store brand oatmeal. That's nasty. Nasty. So I will pay for Quaker oatmeal. That's about it, though. I prefer Jif. I don't eat a lot of peanut butter, though. The girls and I share 3 or 4 apples a week with peanut butter.
Kraft peanut butter.
So for that, we use Jif. If it's just them, though, I'll give them the generic. Right? Come on, say hi. Come on. Oh, stretch again. Come on.
Yep. I think the only American peanut butter I've tried is Skippy's.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Skippy. I don't cook often either because I live by myself. So I went from cooking for 4 to 1. So it's not, I don't like it much. But every year I'll make piggies and hash and stuff like that. So I'll be able to, I share it with everybody.
Aldi's ice cream.
Aldi's ice cream. I don't know that I've had that.
When I come to America, it's Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Haagen-Dazs. We have a farm around here. It's called Hillside, and they make their own ice cream, and it's amazing. Well, that's the ice cream I was supposed to take to Rose. Hillside ice cream. And they didn't, when I called, they didn't have the flavors she wanted. And
the chicken one.
The chicken something. And I forget the other one. And she said, we have cinnamon, chocolate, and something. You know, cinnamon's my crack. So I texted Sam. I said, I don't have to stop at Hillside. And she was just getting over being sick. I said, I don't have to go to Hillside, but they have cinnamon ice cream. So if my best friend would feel up to it, if you'd go get me some. And she did. She got me Hillside ice cream. And it's still in her freezer. Because they keep forgetting to get it. But I can't wait to have it. Oh, that's something. Oh, Chris, if my grandmother was still alive and had her faculties, we'd be doing this with her. She'd be loving it. She loves scary movies. And it was great because if you watched it again, like 2 weeks later, she forgot everything that happened.
Yeah.
And she'd jump at all the same spots and tell you all the same stuff again. It was great. Super green, super minty. Like oh, yes. Is that mint chocolate chip or chocolate chip mint? Mint chocolate chip, right? That's my favorite. My favorite ice cream, mint chocolate chip. I can never remember if it's chocolate chip or mint chocolate chip, though. But it's the green one. Hey, baby. Okay?
Yeah. Haagen-Dazs chocolate peanut butter ice cream.
I don't know if I've ever had Haagen-Dazs.
It's great.
I did finally, a couple years ago, try Ben & Jerry's, and that was... I could have lived without that.
I don't mind Ben & Jerry's, but I only buy it in America. I don't buy it here. It's like $15 for a fucking tub.
Oh my gosh.
For the little pint.
Ugh. Yeah, gelato's all right, but I prefer ice cream.
I like gelato as well.
Do you put Jimmy's on top?
No, I just have it's a chocolate gelato, or I get the lemon one, lemon sorbet.
I put Jimmy's on top. I like Jimmy's.
Yeah, Henry, imported products are expensive here. It's like $15 for a 10 pack of bloody what do you call it? Twinkies.
That's crazy.
$7 for a packet of Twizzlers.
Chris, Henry wants to know why your big gulps are almost always empty.
Because I drink them.
He's never seen you with the full one.
It was full before the movie started for both of them, but I just drink them quick. I'll make sure it's full for you next Tuesday before I start drinking. Well, don't ask us about our cars, Henry, because they're expensive. You're lucky to buy
I
a
imagine
new
it's
car.
outrageous.
You're lucky to buy a new car under 60 grand these days.
That's crazy. Parker.
And that's for the starter base models.
That's a little drastic, Henry. I don't know. If I had the opportunity to buy a new car outright like I did this last time, and when I bought my Explorer, I would do it. I don't want somebody else's crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're getting rid of it for some reason, and chances are it's because it was crap. It was starting to nickel and dime them or whatever.
Yep. That's why I bought my van. I want to buy a Ranger Raptor, and they're $100,000.
They are. Sam was looking at them. I took her to drop her truck off to get fixed. She had a warranty thing, and we were looking at them. They're nice, but God, that's ridiculous. Yes.
Nah, this is the first creep tape. Not creep tape. Sorry. Phone. The phone.
Black phone.
We're watching the black phone.
Black phone. We don't know what we're talking about.
Well, it is nearly 1 a.m.
It is. And it's nearly 10:30 here.
But speaking of second ones, if you do subscribe to the channel, stick around for next week. We're doing The Strangers Chapter 2, if you haven't seen that.
And when the second one is available to stream, we will be
on that as soon as we
we'll
can.
be watching that as well. Parker. I have to get the humidifiers going because they are itching.
Yeah.
That mask is, I don't know. Creepy for sure. Hey, Barch.
I like it.
Have you not seen this, Henry? Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Good thing we didn't spoil it.
What about Sinister, Henry? Have you seen that before? Which also has Ethan Hawke in the first one.
Sinister's good. When are we doing them? Soon, right?
31st. That's what I swapped out
31st.
instead of the Purge.
Oh, right. I can't wait. I haven't seen them in a long time. They were good, though.
Do you have a costume for Halloween night?
No. I should get something for our stream, though. My witch's hat. Where is that? Remember I had the hat last year?
Oh, yeah.
Had the spiders on it?
Yeah, that's right.
Where the hell is that? Huh. Dressed like a jackass. Excellent.
Yeah, I was going to dress up for last year when I went to America for Halloween. But the main reason I was going to take my costume, I had no need for it anymore, so I decided not to take it. Next time.
I haven't been to a Halloween party in about 20 years.
Yeah, I have dressed up for a few streams before, Henry. I've dressed up as Freddy Krueger before.
Mm-hmm.
Art the Clown.
We did the goth for the craft.
Yeah, me and Michelle dressed up as goth for when we did the crafts last year.
I don't know. I don't know. My friends don't really throw parties. Then I had the Halloween hat last year, and I usually have some sort of headband with something on it for holidays and stuff.
My friends don't party anymore because they've all got kids. So they're all in bed by 8 o'clock.
Kid's got like Bon Jovi hair.
That was probably the last time I did party, was last year in Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't really party. Unless you count the Super Bowl at Sam's in my pajamas.
Do you do that every year?
Yeah. Kevin watches the girls, much to his chagrin. Okay. He doesn't like it, but he does. Yeah, it's not a party. It's us in our pajamas eating a bunch of food, yelling at the television. Mostly because our teams aren't in it.
The halftime shows have sucked for a few years.
And this one, it's set out to be even worse. You, what are you, 12 years old, Henry? Do you know that event is what made YouTube become a thing? One of the creators of YouTube was bitching that he couldn't find footage of it because obviously if you weren't watching, you missed it. And even if you were watching, it happened so fast and it was only on screen for a second before some idiot realized what was happening. That I can't remember the name of the guy, but the guy was he was upset that he couldn't, well, not upset, but he was bummed that he couldn't find footage of it. And he's like, this isn't right that we're being censored and blah, blah, blah. So he talked to a bunch of his buddies and YouTube was born.
Yeah.
That was a bonus question I made up for trivia a couple weeks ago. I thought it was interesting too. I try to make my bonus questions hard I don't want anybody to get them
Yeah.
because I want them to be, thought provoking and interesting and stuff like that. Trivial Pursuit was way too hard. And Sam and her grandkids and stuff and we played it, I don't know, 2 years ago or so. And we were playing and one of the people we were playing with is about 12, 15 years younger than us. And he answered the question as it is for him, which is different than the answer was on the card. So he won the game that way, but the answer was wrong, but it was right for him. Didn't enjoy that much. But it was impossible. The 80s version was awesome. I kicked ass in that.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, I was like, we should do a bloody Super Bowl watch party.
Yeah, you'd be up late.
Well, it's on at 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, right, it is.
My
time was backwards. Yeah, my time was backwards. We should do a Super Bowl watch party. Maybe my Niners will be in it. They pulled their head out of their ass. But did you see, though, after this last game, they suspended the whole team of referees from that game?
Well, they do some dodgy shit again, did they?
Because the calls were all against the Niners, and they were all ridiculous. I say this not as a Niners fan. I say this as a football fan. So they suspended the whole team of them. That's when you poop in the dog tank. Oh my God. I never knew that was a thing. And it hurts my heart that it has a name. Was that a steak?
Yeah, a couple of T-bones.
No, I want steak.
Did you say steak?
Oh my God, that's unreal. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? You back for more? Hmm? What are you doing? You're not done yet.
Not too far off.
Almost done. And then I'll let them play and I'll leave and she'll be even more mad.
Major League Baseball. How's that going?
We watched a little bit of the game on Monday. It was Seattle and
Blue Jays.
might have been.
But yeah, that's who they're playing at the moment.
It's
Seattle
not over.
Mariners and Blue Jays. Seattle lead 3-2 in the series. Dodgers are 3-0 against the Bruins or the Brewers.
My Red Sox are nowhere to be found.
Well, they lost it in the wild card, didn't they?
Sure did.
So I'm guessing it's going to be a Dodgers and Blue Jays, and a Seattle World Series, by the looks of it.
Oh, good God. Hi, Parker. How are you? You're like a bull in a china shop. You are. Mm-hmm. Hi. Parker? Alien dance.
LA is not too bad. It just depends on where you are.
I don't have any desire to go there.
My parents like Seattle.
Sam wants to go to Seattle, see a game. I want to go to San Francisco, though.
Yeah.
And her cousin told her that they have season tickets. They told her to come out.
Yeah.
And I said, well, we need to figure out the Niners game then. I know, it's crazy. The prices are insane.
I can go to games and that and not drink stuff and that anyway, so that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, because if I drink something, then I have to pee.
And if I do buy something with a drink anyway, I normally get like a hot dog and a drink, and works out as a deal anyway.
That porn stash. Oh my God. Yeah, Disney's outrageous anymore.
Disney's a shithole anyway.
Yeah, lightning passes are not cool. I mean, they're cool if you have them, but it's not fair.
I'd always go on the rides by myself anyway, so I just went on there as a single rider. Can always cut the line anyway.
Emma doesn't do
Nah.
rides.
Not like I would anyway. Not like roller coasters and stuff.
I like coasters too.
Yes, and we did have this conversation. Next Friday night we'll feature a roller coaster at the start of the movie. And we do our House on Haunted Hill.
I haven't been on one in a minute since I did field trips with the boys. I was always the cool chaperone because I did the rides.
Yeah, I reckon America, Knoxbury Farm would have been the last roller coaster I've been on.
Conveniently, they have vertigo, right? Cedar Point, that's got that, like the world's tallest or fastest or highest or some kind of coaster, right?
I think the reason why that probably was my last roller coaster was because at that time I was bloody fat as anything and I barely fit into the ride.
Hi, Max. It's Copcos. Those are retro.
Yeah. It's kind of like watching the flashback scene of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that cop? I've seen him in something. Black phone. He was my idiot.
Isn't that what married people say? He's a jackass, but he's my jackass.
Yeah. E. Roger Mitchell.
Anybody could have played that guy. Anybody. It's not.
Grubber.
It's not a role worthy of Ethan Hawke's craziness. That is a big ass dog. It almost looks fake. It reminds me of the dog from the Never-Ending Story. Or the wolf. I guess he's a wolf with the big ass fangs. Ouch. Ouch. I mean, that could be anybody in that hole screaming, you know?
Oh, the Creep
Well,
Tape
that's right.
season 2 is going to be interesting because David Dastmalchian plays is one of the characters in it.
David Dastmalchian?
Yeah, he's one of the
Love him. Well, I didn't like it any better the second time.
Yeah, I've probably liked it about the same. I sort of found the movie. It started off really quick, and then it's just then it slowed down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Chewing on her leg like a piece of fried chicken. I don't know. I think it just had such amazing potential. What do you think, Henry, as a first time watcher? All right. I think the reason I dislike it so much is because Ethan Hawke is in it. I expected better of something with him in it. I think
Yeah,
that's it. And I mean, I could have played the role of the bad guy in this. Let's watch another. It's 1:30 in the morning for Chris.
I'm going to bed.
We'll become Facebook friends, Henry, and we can watch movies together. I'd be in. Well, that's certainly a strange request. No, they don't. That's for sure.
Do you know who Michael Myers the cantor is, don't you? He's the guy who dresses up as Michael Myers, and his wife is yelling at him all the time.
No.
Ah, he drives around in a Vista Cruiser,
No.
dressed as Michael Myers.
Just like Michael did.
Yeah, and he calls it the stabbing wagon.
That's great.
I'll send you some of their stuff afterwards.
Great. I don't know. Still not a big fan.
Yeah, I won't be watching this again for a while. All right, everyone, that's the end of the Black Phone stream. I will apologise as it's showing on my side that the movie room hasn't showed up in the chat for some reason. It disappeared. So if you didn't get to watch the film with us, I do apologise. It normally is in there. But we will be live again on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Australian Central Time or 6:30 Eastern Standard USA time. We'll be doing the movie Weapons from 2025. So hopefully you can join us there for that one, as me and Michelle have not seen that one at all. Have a great night and a good weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching with us, everybody. You too, Henry. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, Henry. Bye.